Can you get sued for something you say on a podcast? Absolutely. Can you lose? Also absolutely. But here's the good news. Most defamation lawsuits are preventable if you understand a few basic principles. Now, today I'm going to explain what defamation is, what it isn't, and what every podcaster, YouTuber, live stream host, or creator should know before hitting publish. This is the second in our series following up on that Canada Land lawsuit where they ended up settling and paying almost $1 million Canadian dollars. I'm Gordon Firemark, entertainment, media, and business attorney, and in some circles, I'm known as the podcast lawyer. So let's get into today's topic. Whenever I speak to creators about legal issues, one topic generates more anxiety than almost any other. What if I get sued? Usually what they're usually worried about is defamation, but most people don't actually understand what defamation even is. So let's start right there. At its simplest, defamation is a false statement of fact that harms someone's reputation. Notice there are several important elements. A statement of fact that is false and damaging. If one of those elements is missing, you might not have a defamation claim at all. For example, the restaurant gave me terrible service. Well, generally that's an opinion kind of a statement. This business owner stole money from customers, though. That's potentially a factual assertion, and a potentially defamatory one if it's not true. That distinction matters. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions online is that opinions can't get you sued. And while there is some protection for bona fide opinion statements, it's not entirely true. True opinions are generally protected, but simply attaching the phrase, "in my opinion," won't magically transform a fact claim into a protected form of speech. Consider some examples. In my opinion, that movie was terrible. That's an opinion statement. In my opinion, that producer embezzled funds. Well, that's potentially defamatory factual assertion. And the more you build on that and add detail to it, the more likely it'll be held to be factual rather than speculative or defamatory or non-defamatory, excuse me. So courts generally look at the substance rather than the labels that are attached to it. So most podcasters don't get into trouble discussing ideas. They get into trouble discussing people, particularly when they're talking about allegations of misconduct or lawsuits or scandals, business disputes, former partners, competitors, ex-employees, former clients, former spouses, or other people they were in relationships with. These are the situations where you really need to slow down. Emotions tend to run high, and accuracy becomes even more important. So let's say a lawsuit has been filed. Can you discuss it? Well, usually yes, but you have to be careful. There is a difference between a lawsuit alleges that Company X committed fraud and Company X committed fraud. The first reports that there's an allegation. The second states a conclusion. One of the safest habits you can develop is making it clear when you're discussing allegations rather than established facts. Now, one of the strongest defenses to defamation is truth, but here's the catch. You may have to prove it. That's why it's important to have documentation. Keep records, save your emails, preserve the research, retain source materials. If you're going to make serious claims, be prepared to support them. So here is a simple checklist of what you should do before publishing. Ask yourself, how do I know this is true? Can I verify it independently? Do I have more than one or two sources? Have I reviewed the original documents, or am I taking someone's word for it? Have I contacted the person involved? Would I be comfortable defending this statement under oath? If the answer to that last question is no, that's definitely cause to take a break, a breather, and take a step back and look at things. You probably need more information. And if you're in doubt about any of this, it's a good idea to have a lawyer, like myself, review your episodes before you publish them. That can be done at a script stage, or it can be, a listen through and identify and highlight the issues. And we can generate a clearance opinion that will help you protect yourself. It'll help create the documentation you need, and it'll help you get insurance as well. So the goal isn't to make creators afraid to speak. No, that's not my purpose here at all. It's to help you speak responsibly and stay out of trouble so you can achieve the influence, the impact, and the income you're after. Most defamation problems don't arise because someone intentionally lies. They arise because someone publishes before they've finished verifying everything. So take your time, check your facts, document your work, and remember, the best legal defense usually starts long before anyone even thinks about filing a lawsuit. Now, if you'd like more resources for protecting your podcast, you can reach out to me for help with things. Go to firemark.com and look for the Make an Appointment link, or you can check out my legal forms and guides, my free workshop, and you'll find all the links below in the description. Now, until next time, I want you to help protect your content, your brand, and protect your business by sticking to the facts, verifying things, and above all, just get legit and get out there with great content. And that's it for today. I'll see you again real soon.